Hello, peeps. Who's there? Hello, peeps. Hello, mate. Hello, Andy. Hello, Andy. Hello, mate. How are you? You well? I'm not sure you are, to be honest. Andy, how do we know each other? Hello, Lee. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Hello, Russ. You right, chaps? Hello, Amanda. First lady on board. The Hastings Massive are on. Lee and Amanda. You two should meet each other, by the way. The tune, mate, it's royalty free. It's a royalty free deep house. Royalty free house mix. I just thought I'd play it at the beginning. I'll just play a little bit more of it for you. I just thought I'd play it at the beginning. It's quite good. Well, no. Hello, Tara. How you doing? You alright? Tara's back. Relax. Tara's back. It's quite nice, isn't it? Quite a nice sound, Lee. Just got it on the background here. Just see what I mean? Just get a bit. Just come up a bit. I'm a bit low, aren't I? A bit low on the screen. Hang on. Whoa. Yeah, Tara, you were out with a fellow, weren't you? Well, good, cheers. And I'm Andy Syme from TikTok. Hello, mate. We've got a TikTok friend on board. This is Andy Syme from TikTok. Hello, mate. You alright? How are you? It's nice when see TikTok and Facebook. We can be friends. We can all be friends together. Welcome to the Facebook, my Facebook gang, Andy. This has been going since lockdown started, way back to March, and everyone in here knows each other. We're all chums. Hello, Sarah. How you doing? We're all chums together, mate, and yeah, it's all good. So welcome, Andy, everybody. Hello, Sarah. How you doing? You right? That's Wella singing. Is it, mate? I hadn't given any thought. Is it, Wella? I'll play a little bit later. As I say, it's just some real. Mind you, would they use his voice on a royalty-free number? Surely he'd want some cash. Yes, and before that was the Cotswolds. Of course it was, Tara. You've been on the razzle, haven't you, love? Why did I think of you the other day? It'll come to me. Can't think. But yeah, Lee. Yeah, let's have a listen. Let's have a little listen to that, peeps. Hello, Christine, how you doing? You alright? Where's your little brother? Where's he been? It's not singing for it. Wait till I'll play it later when a bit more music comes in. We're a merry band. Welcome, yes, Amanda. Welcome, Andy. Everyone, welcome, Andy. Hello, Christine. Hello, guys. So, Andy, what happens is everyone else knows. What happens is we have quizzes and poetry and story time. We have all sorts on here, don't we? Plus a little bit of education. Yeah. Well, it's good. Hey, it's good, mate. It's been going on a while and it's fun. We have fun. I've been looking at what's happened today. Where's my pen gone? I normally have a pink pen. Well, I say normally. What happened to me pink pen, guys? It sort of disappeared. After it ran out, it went away, really. Which is a bit sad because I know there's a few people on here who want to get their hands on that pen. Bill doesn't turn up as much as he used to, does he? But Samantha, hello, Sam. Where you been, love? You quizzing anywhere, Sam? Oh, like you lot, right? Listen, I did a quiz today. Right, last minute quiz. So, and Daniel Lastman, who runs Weekly Quiz, he got in touch with me. He said, where are you right now? So I'm at home. He said, can you do us a quiz online? So I said, yeah. He said, it's a corporate thing. So, put a shirt on or whatever. He said, but yeah, if I send it through, can you do it? I said, yeah, all right, mate, I'll do it for you. Anyway, I did it and it was going quite well. Anyway, just in the downtime, I sort of chat and what have you. And as most of you know, in this room, I keep all sorts of props and all sorts of bits and pieces and rubbish. And what I've got in here is the old... You remember this, didn't you? You remember this, folks, yeah? That bit of shit that I bought, right? A lot of you probably seen this advertised, and they show someone jumping into it like it's the optical illusion of a hole. Well, it is an optical illusion online if you've got it at the right angle, but it is an optical illusion if you're in the same room as it. What's more, it's the size of a fucking beer mat. I'm not a big man, and it's no bigger than I am. So, anyway, I'm moaning about this, and I said, whatever you do, don't shop at wish.com. It's a pile of shit. And they all went a bit quiet, and then the girl who organised it went, this is the wish.com corporate quiz. Of all the companies I could have chosen to slag off, it was Wish. Anyway, that's it. But I did go on and say I bought a load of their stuff, to be fair, which I have. So, I'm the sucker. I'm the one. Have any of you bought anything from Wish? I bet I'm not the only one, am I, on here? Am I? Drag queen quiz. What are you talking about, Sam? Hello, Andy. Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right? How's Marion? You all well over there? What's happening about lockdown, peeps? You lot are all real from, well, you got your Hastings massive, haven't we? Oh, Sarah's up there in Leicester. Sarah, what's going on? What zone are you in? What's going on, peeps? Like, I don't even know. I mean, I'm going to Derbyshire tomorrow for the weekend, and I'm staying with someone, just in their house for the first time. Hello, Colette, how are you? I don't know what to do. Well, I do know what to do, but am I allowed to? I don't know. Hello, Alison. Oh, Joe. Yeah, I know loads of wish, but too scared to order. Fucking don't. I mean, have I ordered anything decent? I mean, I ordered a tracksuit from there. No, actually, wasn't even Wish. It was an LS tracksuit, because it's very difficult to buy tracksuits, actually, I find, anyway. Yeah, unless you buy an Adidas, tier 1, okay. Unless you buy an Adidas for like, what's it, about 25 quid for the bottoms, about 40 quid for the top, isn't it? So, unless you're buying 65, 70 quid for a tracksuit, Adidas or Nike, it's very difficult to get a fairly modern, fashionable tracksuit. So, I thought, well, I'll look online. I looked everywhere. I wanted to buy it, buy one, but I didn't want to spend that sort of money anyway. I went online and they did a less. I thought, less isn't a bad, it's all right, it's not a bad bag. And quite a nice look. I got his tracksuit back, and I don't think it's too bad, but Colette and the girls laughed, they pissed themselves. It's a little bit tight. It's a little bit tight. I will say that much. It is a little bit tight, but it's not that bad. But it's a little bit tight. And I don't think they're keen on giving me my money back, if I'm honest. I ordered one of those, they got those plaque removal things. You've seen those that I use in a dentist. Go to a dentist, they'll charge you 50 notes for it, won't they? Bought this for 30 quid or whatever. I haven't got it yet. I haven't got it. Bought one of those. What else did I buy? I got this spray. Have I got it in here? This spray. You spray your roof on. If you've got a leak in your roof or a leak anywhere, it's really waterproof, watertight, airtight spray. You spray it on and it solidifies. It's brilliant, apparently, right? Anyway, in the advert, it's a normal size can. What's that? 250, 150 ml, whatever it is. Can, right? I will tar, yeah. But when I got it, it's this big. Where is it? What's here? It's this big. I take the piss. It's this big, the bastards. Cost me 18 quid. So, yeah, basically Wish. I don't know, I'm almost wanting to prove it wrong. I'm almost wanting to buy something and it be okay, you know? But I'm getting money left, so that's not going to happen. Oh, also, when did I last see you lot? I saw you after the ban was lifted, didn't I? The driving ban, I did see that, so that's done. That was that. What else has happened? Ex-wife's got COVID. So, who knows Heather here? Any of you? I don't think. Who's here? Let me see. Added Sarah, Sam, Lee, no, Alison. No, none of you know her. No, Christine might have met her before sometime in the world. But no, none of you know her, so it almost doesn't matter. Anyway, Heather, the ex-missus, has got COVID. Yeah. Hello, Rocky. Hello, mate. All right. Daffyd. Why are you saying Daffyd? I wonder. What have I said? Yeah, she's got COVID. So yeah, we're meant to see Karis, my oldest, at the weekend, but they're in Colchester. They're not going to come over now. Gabby lives with her mum, so she can't go anywhere. So yeah, it's like it's closing in, isn't it? The old COVID closing in a little bit. And someone was saying that a 20-year-old got it quite bad. Friend of mine in Malden actually knows a 20-year-old has got it quite bad. So not trying to doom and gloom, but it's happening. Just saying it's sort of. When it starts getting people you know quite well, he's like, I mean, I've always thought, well, probably best get it and get over it. But then there's people who get it twice, aren't they? Then they're talking about long COVID, aren't they? Long COVID. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Just get on. Gavin's son has gone to get a test. His best friend has it. Oh, the net is closing in. Wowzers. Well, actually, I know Freddie, Lee's boy, Freddie, who's got on Instagram, he was off school because a little boy in his school had it, I believe, if I'm right, Lee. I think I'm right. So, yeah, it's, I think, I don't know. Yeah, who knows what's going on. But I just don't know what the rules are. I genuinely don't. I mean, does anyone, really? So, like, I'm going to Derby. So, I'm going to stay with a friend who runs the club. So, I'm going there, going to Leeds. Not that Lee, another Lee. Am I allowed in his house? I mean, well, I'm definitely going there. Then we go to the club, and then there's going to be like hopefully more than 6 people in there. Oh right, Lee. He told me that. That's what he told me, Lee. He definitely told me the reason he was off school. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, you did say this, didn't you? Yeah. Did they think it was, and then it wasn't? Right. Okay. Look at me scaremongering. But yeah, so I'm going there. Then we go to a comedy club. I did a club last week, and there were about 100 in, I suppose. It was in a pub, and they were distanced, and when they got up, they put their masks on, and it was all fine. But honestly, if there was COVID, if any of those people had COVID in that bar, it's going to be floating about in the air, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I just don't see. Something Goldhanger, that's too close. Oh dear. No, I get it now. Yeah. But he thought he had then. I think he thought he had, that's why he was off, wasn't it? But something in Goldhanger, I think they've always had it in Goldhanger, Alison, to be honest. But I never liked Goldhanger. I don't know why. Bit of local knowledge, excuse me, those who don't live down there. Never liked Goldhanger. Don't know what horrible, just was a horrible place. It's like somewhere you drive through, isn't it? You know what I mean? If you actually people live there, don't like it. Right, let's do the old today's facts part of the show. Let's see what's going on today. So, what have I written here? 1904. What have I written this? Russians driven back by the Japanese in the Battle of Shahor. And I just thought, bloody hell. You know, I said this before, like, there's never not been a war, is it? What are the Russians and the Japanese doing? What are they at? What are they? 1904, that was, before the First World War. What was their problem? What was going on there? 1928, Hindenburg disaster ends age of Zeppelins. Well, you know, the Hindenburg blew up. Zeppelins, though, Goldhangers. They're worse than Goldhangers, mate. I'll tell you what, Goldhanger writes. Zeppelins, you know, airships. It's a shame they ended, because they were quite good, weren't they? I mean, what was the attraction of them over planes? Was it more people? Was that they get more people on them? Funny things, weren't they, though? Weird things, them, weren't they? Airships. Strange things. They were massive. I'd love to go on one. But obviously they were a bit unreliable, weren't they? But saying that, I mean, what? Hindenburg blew up, another one blew up, didn't it, I think? But there's two, you know. I mean, I don't know how many went. I'd like to know. I need to find that out for me for the next show. Find out how many actually floated successfully around the place. And what was their sort of, what was their length? I don't mean length, I mean journey length was the word phrase I'm looking for, I can't think of. But, you know, how far would they get on a tank of petrol, I guess is what I'm trying to say. What else? Ringo Starr releases a dose of rock and roll. And I thought to myself, who's he? Do you know what I mean, though? When you hear about Ringo Starr, who's he then? Do you know what I mean, did you? Yeah, who's he, really? Don't want to be the drummer, do you, in a band? Do you know what I mean? Really, you don't be the drummer. He wasn't the drummer, was he? Was he? I've forgotten. I've forgotten. But I build them near Bedford now. What was I talking about? I've forgotten already. What was I talking about? What do they build near Bedford? Oh, airships? Do they, Paul? Okay, airships near Bedford? What for? No one goes in them. Airship? What for, Ox? Find out. Yeah, I was saying, Ringo Starr's like the end. Do you know what I mean? Poor old Ringo. You got to feel. Well, I mean, you don't feel for him. He's a fucking billionaire. But I mean, it's like Ringo Starr. Yeah, whatever. You know. Anyway, 1970. I'll come back to that. Let's do the Who Am I? If Andy's still here, Andy, what we do is not Andy. No, I do mean Andy. Not you, French Pitchford. If you're still here, Andy, we have quizzes, and the first quiz we have every night is Who Am I? And with Who Am I? I'm going to give you some clues to somebody. You guess who it is. Whoever gets it, the best show he wasn't, was he? Whoever gets it gets to choose the subject of the poem that I do. I do a poem every show, Andy. This last week or last time was won by Lauren, I think, and Lauren chose the poem. It's hard to explain today's poem. She said, do a poem about the show, what your challenges putting the show together. So that's what I've done, basically. She's not here, but that's what she did. Anyway, that's what's happening. So who am I? Here we go. I was born in the USA just after World War II. Oggy likes to have a guess before I've got beyond the first clue. So I was born just after World War II in the USA. Who am I? Who am I? It's a odd time to be born, isn't it? If you think just after World War II, really. Not so much in the USA, but yeah, there'll be a lot of kids, I guess. Oh, in fact, it's an interesting question. I wonder how many kids were born in 1946. Do you know what I mean? I wonder how many kids were born in, i.e. how many parents are at it. So when did the war ended? Was it July? Was it July, wasn't it? June, July? So, not Woody Allen, not Michael Douglas. Good guesses. So, if you were born, not Robert De Niro, if you were born before spring 1945, your parents were at it during the war, weren't they? That's where I'm going with this. I don't know what the people actually born during the war. That's interesting, isn't it? Because, like, you're there nothing to, you know, you hold up in a shelter, you think you probably wouldn't want to risk giving birth in a hospital, well, anywhere, with the old fucking war going on, would you, really? Not De Niro, not Pacino. Anyway, let's go on. So, I was born post-war, World War II. I first found fame in 1965. I first found my fame in 1965, not Dustin Hoffman. As part of a duo. I was born just post-war World War II. I first found fame in 1965 as part of a duo, not Bob Dylan, not Jane Fonda. Not fighting, that was a something rather, flying thing. And I missed it. I'm losing my speed. Not Jane Fonda, not Bob Dylan. Let's give you a bit more. Okay. I went solo. Good shout. It's not Paul Simon. I went solo in the late 80s following the split with my partner. So, born USA, just past... No, God, you see what you've done there, Lee. I found fame in 1965 as part of a duo. I went solo in the late 80s following our split. It's not Mary, was it? It was, it's not Mary, is it? It's, Karen Oggy. Christine Whitney's in the house. Christine Whitney. Gerard Peters and Lee. Share. Oh, sorry. Christine's done you both. Christine. Share. It was Share. One half of Sunny, obviously, and Share. I was going to go on to say I made my acting debut in the 80s and went on to star in a number of hit movies, as she did. And I am known for my outrageous, sexy costumes and banging body. She's 74 now, by the way. 74. I wonder what she looks like first in the morning. I wonder. But yeah, Cher, folks. Cher. Is her name Sherilyn? Was that her name, Sherilyn? Because obviously it wasn't Cher, was it? She's an interesting one, isn't she, Cher, really? Because she really did belie the years, didn't she? Do you know what I mean? When she was out in the 60s, you would never have thought she would become the person she became. She wasn't like vampish, was she, in the 60s? You know what I mean? She was just part of a like folk duo, wasn't she? But she's got a daughter, isn't she, who... I haven't looked this up, but hasn't she got a daughter? She's 5'9" as well, by the way. She's right tall girl. Hasn't she got a daughter? Yeah, she's had some work done. Who identifies now as a man, who's had a sex change or something? One of you will know. I bet Tara knows this. So what's happened? Sonny and Cher's son or daughter had a sex change or something. I can't remember, but something change, some change. Yeah, well, Christine, it's been a while, isn't it? It's only been about, what, 3-10? It's only been 7 months. Christine, I hope you got a poem ready, love. You need to have a think, mate. You know what I mean? Don't miss this opportunity. This is your time to shine. Nobody's starving here tonight. Time to shine. It'd be really good if I knew the words in between shine and nobody. Anyway, so well done, Christine. Good work. So that's you sorted out. So what else happened? I wrote this down. Yes, 1997. Oh no, this was really interesting. I believe I'm not filled in the rest. Balls. Oh, this is I had something really interesting to talk about, right? And oh, come on, let's see if I can remember. And right, I'll start it because Don Ritchie runs world record 100 miles in 11 hours, 30 minutes and 31 seconds. Now, the first thing, of course, you've got to ask yourself is, what the fuck was he doing running 100 miles? What are you doing, mate? What are you up to? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? It's doing me head in. What do you mean you're running 100? He's running 100 miles. It's not even a record. He got beat as well by a German or a Russian or something. Russian, I think, later on. But anyway, the point is, I saw that in the old... Today in history thing. Oh, that's interesting. I'll look that up. So I put Don Ritchie in Wikipedia as I just have. It comes up. Donald Ritchie, June 1925 to May 2012, was an Australian who intervened in many suicide attempts. Like, whoa, what? So there's another Don Ritchie. There's a Don Ritchie more famous than the one who's run 100 miles for no reason. There's a more famous one called Don Ritchie, who's an Australian who intervened in suicide attempts. He officially rescued 160 people or more who are intending suicide by jumping off a Sydney cliff called the Gap. He basically hung around there, stopping people committing suicide. Also, I was thinking, there must be a load he didn't stop. So he's like there, he said, how's that feel? Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, mate, how are you? Come here. Bonza, come here, mate. What's the matter with you? Right, listen, mate, there's nothing to be gained from you jumping down there, right? You got a family, you got people who love you, mate, yeah? You're going to jump down there. What legacy you got then? Your insurance goes right through the arse, mate. So listen, don't do it. And then fucking jumps. Hey, mate. Oh, shit, I feel terrible now. Do you know what I mean? There must have been loads that didn't take his advice and just jumped. You'd leave, wouldn't you? So I'm not doing this anymore. Fuck it. You know what I mean? The first failure, I'm not doing that anymore. It's a bit depressing. And anyway, his name's Don Ritchie. Look him up. Look him up. I just thought it was quite interesting. And the other thing that's quite interesting, in 1997, Mike Tyson gets sued for a street brawl. He had a fight with another bloke and he got sued. Begging the question, how stupid are you, right, to have a fight with Mike Tyson in the street? You're stupid enough having a fight with him in the ring, right? But how stupid must you be to have a fight with Mike Tyson in the street? He's one of the scariest individuals I've ever seen, ever, in anything ever, right? And he's mental. Well, why? Why? What sort of fucking nutter are you that you come out of the pub, right? Maybe you stumbled into Mike, and Mike said, you know, I don't know, where are you going? Where are you going? And you're like, what are you saying? Do you want it, son? Do you want some? Like, do you know who I am? And he's like, yeah, fuck, I know you are, mate. I don't give a shit who you are. Do you know what? I'm Barry, mate. I'm Barry, yeah, that's right. I'm fucking Bethnal Green Baz, mate. Yeah, you don't fuck about me, son. Mate, look, I'm Mike Titan, you know, I really don't want to do this, you know. And he's like, look, mate, fucking, let's have it. And next thing, it's all over, isn't it? Russ, might be the same Don Ritchie, lived 1 mile away, saved 100 people, hence 100 miles. It's very clever, Russ. I like what you're doing there. Dennis, little in-joke there between me and Lee. Do you want some? Do you want some, Tyson? Do you want some? I don't give a shit, mate. I don't give a shit how many people you've destroyed. What nutter. Anyway, Lee never have him. Yeah, Dennis Farmer. Dennis. Okay, Tyson did an event at Five Lakes. Did he really, Ocky? Did he really? What sort of event did he do, Ox? Well, I mean, I can't imagine. What sort of event did Mike Tyson do at Five Lakes? Five Lakes, for those who don't know, is a golf club in Essex, near where we all grew up. And apparently, Mike Tyson, I can't imagine what event he did that. You'd have some of the Tollsby boys going down having a go, wouldn't you? You'd have some of them. Fucking Tyson. If I have Tyson, I'll be like the hardest bloke in the world ever. Anyhow, I can name a few who'd fancy a go and all. Right, where are we now? It's another quiz time. Right, oh yeah, I haven't really prepared this one. Normally I do a film now, but I know the film. I don't know what it's about. I know who's in it, but I don't really know a lot about it, to be honest. And I don't think that me doing a dialogue for it would help. So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to have to do a charade for you for this one, right? I'm going to have to do a charade because I haven't really prepared. So I'm not going to make it too easy, though. So I'm going to sort of not do the easy words, if you know what I mean. So anyway, here we go. So it's a film. We know that already. Right? It wasn't boxing. I was hoping for a quiet stay. There were loads of peeps. Ah, yeah, well, it would be, wouldn't it, if Mike's down there. Okay. I didn't think it'd be boxing down Five Lakes, so Ox. That would be very strange. Right, here we go. I'm doing the film, peeps. Here we go. Right. That's film, you know that. So it's... Right, you know what that means? Okay. Yes, it is, Sarah. Yes, don't guess. That's the full... Guess it word at a time. So let's do it that way. Guess it a word at a time. So, well, yeah. Actually, oh God, I haven't got the right wigs. Oh my God. Well, Lee. Well, Lee's got it and he's just ruined everything by getting it in the first go. Like, I mean, I say he's ruined it. I've ruined it, really, by being brilliant at acting, haven't I? I did a great impression of Grape, clearly, didn't I? Well, Lee, well, it's who's eating Gilbert Grape, everybody. Lee's just killed that, hasn't he? Sarah, he's got it, look. Just like that, it's done. See it. I'm going to do another fill time now by talking like me rug again. Oh, hang on. Actually, the back of it's quite nice. Did you see the back of it? It's quite nice, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, well done, Lee. Who's eating Gilbert Grape? I don't know what to say, mate. Well done. I'll put Lee's name next to that. There you go, Lee. You get to choose the film next time, Lee. Let me know later on. Well, yeah, who's eating? I've never watched it, actually. Oh, it's actually what's eating Gilbert Grape. I'll let you off. Yeah, well done. Have you seen it? It's, I was going to try and do Gilbert as well. I was looking for one of the curly wigs. I was going to do an impression of Gilbert O'Sullivan. Do you remember Gilbert O'Sullivan? Claire, the moment I met you, I swear. That was about his niece, wasn't it? It was about 8. Was it? It was a bit strange. Let me have a look at the lyrics, actually. Claire, Gilbert O'Sullivan. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so I was going to do Gilbert, but, you know, well, it's balls it right up. Well, Lee has by getting it, isn't he? Hannibal Lecter. Yes, Oki. Well done. Don't start get Russ off. Is Andy, if you're still here, Andy Pitchford, if you're still here, Russ Samuels is on here. He's one of my mates. We went to school together. He's on here, a loyal follower of the show, and he kills people a lot of the time. Just letting you know. Just be on your best behaviour. Let's have a look at this. Claire, the moment I met you, I swear, I felt as if something somewhere had happened to me, which I couldn't see. And then the moment I met you again, I knew in my heart that we were friends. It had to be so. It couldn't be no. Now, I mean, okay, we're being very cynical, aren't we? Nowadays, we're very cynical. Heather's here. Hang on a minute. Oh, hello, Heather. How you doing? You all right? Right. For those who don't know who Heather is, Heather's the ex, and Heather has COVID. All right. How are you? How are you? You all right? How are you feeling? I'd like to know, actually. How does it feel? Is it just like normal flu? Is it worse than flu? Let us all know. We'd love to know. Heather's got it, everyone. Heather's got the lurgy. How is it, Heather? Let us know. Put your mask on, everybody. Remember on top of the pops? Yes. What? I forgot what I was talking about. What, Claire? Claire. But seriously, how is it? How are you? How are you? You're right. You're right. Hope you're well. Seriously. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, joking aside, it is bad flu, isn't it? At the very least, it's... I mean, flu's bad enough, isn't it? But, like, it's worse than flu. Well, I presume so. So, you know, it's not to be scoffed at. So how are you feeling, apart from flu? Anyway, yeah, just go back to, while you're thinking about answering that, yeah, Gilbert O'Sullivan. So, we're very cynical. I mean, I believe the girl was his niece, and I'm sure it's fine. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, we love our nieces and nephews, don't we? But, you know, I'm just looking down lyrics. If I spell regions, do I cry? Claire, if ever a moment so rare was captured for all to compare, that moment is you, in all that you do. But why, in spite of our age difference, do I cry? Each time I leave you, I feel I could die. Nothing means more than me to hearing you say, I'm going to marry you. Will you marry me, Uncle Ray? Fucking hell. Hold on a minute. Hold on for a minute, will you? I told you before, don't you dare get back into bed. Can't you see that it's late? No, you can't have a drink? All right then, but wait just a minute. While I nip at to babysit, catch on my breath, what there is left of it. You can be murder at this hour of the day, but in the morning the sun will see my lifetime. Jesus Christ. Did any of you know about this? I mean, I've sort of heard it, but I've never actually looked at the lyrics before. Because basically, it's about his niece. She's here in the video. So Gilbert O'Sullivan, for those who don't know, I'm sure you all do know, it's all about the same age. Gilbert O'Sullivan, you remember, he was a pop star back when we were kids. Curly haired, he's Irish, I think. And Claire was one of his biggest hits. Get Down was probably, get down, get down, get down. You're a bad dog, baby, and I don't need you around. I heard you once before, and I won't tell you no more, so get down. You had to play the guitar, piano. Anyway, bollocks. Point is, right, this is iffy. I'm going to look into this more. I'm going to investigate this, because it's iffy. Right, it's time for the poem now. And as I said, it was chosen, I believe it was Lauren. Shame she's not here. And the subject, she said, do a joke about, oh shit, what's it gone? Fuck. Oh, fuck's sake. Anyway, I'll do it in a minute. She said, do a poem about, he did wear a flat cap, you're right, on his curly head, didn't he, boy hair? You're a bad, don't you know more, and I won't tell you no more, so get down, get down, get down. And you're a bad dog, baby, and I don't need you around. What's that about? I'm looking for the poem. Yeah, she said do a poem about you know, the show. So I've done that, but I've fucking lost it. But I'll find it. Here we go. I've called it the 7 o'clock club, because that's us, right? 7 o'clock club. By the way, I nearly did it earlier tonight. Would that have been a big issue? You like a bit of Gilbert. What about now, though? What about now? Now I've sort of exposed him. Or is it all innocent? But it's dodgy words, mate. I tell you what. Right, here we go. This is all about the show and putting it together and stuff. All right? Don't get teary. Here we go. It started several months ago. I had a brief idea. A show, I thought, to Facebook friends and those who I hold dear. The story of the 7 o'clock show. Where do I begin? Started with some chat and gags with some poetry thrown in. Then as it grew, I added comps and readings from a book, all the while looking for that elusive, crucial hook, the thing that would inspire strangers to come and take a look. Hello, Andy. And then one day, ironically, the strangest thing occurred. A member of my family was hurt by thoughtless words. Words like flying daggers thrown from previously friendly tongue, or felt like poisoned needles, each and every one. But strength comes in many forms. On that day I saw that friends in the virtual world can sometimes count for more. They listened in their thousands and offered their support. And that day I looked into the mirror and I thought, for every misguided being, for every stunted view, I have proper friends on here, the likes of all of you. Some of us may never meet again, or even not at all. But I like to think we've built something stronger than any wall. A bond of those united by one philosophy, manners, kindness, happiness, and a degree of empathy. So as the days turn into nights and the warm air into cold, and the green leaves carpeted the floor with their reds, browns and gold, I continue to hopefully entertain those who'd stuck around, adding things along the way, new contest tales and sounds. You came up with the topics and I tried my best to fulfil the things that I had promised then, and as I do still. A different poem each day, as I'm proving now, a film, a music quiz, and soon, where are they now? No longer quite as frequent, but as you yourselves had to be, back in the office, outside or factory. But still the challenge stands to provide a happy place, ruined only by the fact that you have to see my face. But turn up you still do, to form a happy throng, watching me ruin classics as I know you sing along. Catching up with Pearl as she makes her way through life. One day she'll make someone a catastrophic wife. And occasionally my own story gets to be heard as I sit here at my keyboard typing into Word. And who am I? The feature that's been here since day one. Tells us things we didn't know about just anyone. A superstar, a sporting great, even those who've sinned. If you have notoriety, then you could next be in. The 7 o'clock show from me, Jerry K. J. Since the early days of spring right to the present day. And who knows when it will end, the next Coronation Street. Sitting here in 20 years with tartan slippers on our feet. Writing about how we beat COVID in the end and how we've all become the very best of virtual friends. That's it, guys. That was the 7 o'clock club. Lee. Yes, I hope you enjoyed it. That's the story of us lot. That's what that was. I'll send that to you. Actually, if you want it. The book is going to happen. Well, I'll do that. I only joined the 7 o'clock show because I thought it was a deal. That's how it started though, Russ, wasn't it? That's, for those of you who weren't here, hello Steve, where you been? Hello mate, you alright? For those of you who weren't here at the very beginning, that's how it started. It was Lee, I'm not sure you chin enough, you'll find this very funny. When I started this, it was a DIY show. I was in my bathroom and something had fallen down. Can't remember what it was. Well, I'd pulled something down, that's what I am. And I was trying to put it back up. And that's how it started. And the idea was that every day I would do, during lockdown, I would attempt a bit of DIY. That lasted one day. The next day, then I remember Ian Smith's not here tonight. I had a problem with my toilet. The actual one, not euphemistically. And anyway, the point is, that's how it all started. But that's the story of shows, isn't it? You know what I mean? They always started. Yeah, that's the shelf in the bathroom. They always start somewhere else. You know when they say, oh, it's start when they do reports, reviews of shows that are like sort of this is your life kind of expose. They always say it started out as a blah blah blah. It never started out as the thing it became, and that's what this is. This started out as a DIY show. That's it. Then I broke the vacuum, didn't I? I broke the vacuum cleaner. You're right. Yeah, I've broken quite a lot of stuff. Have I actually fixed anything? No, I haven't. No, I haven't fixed anything. I've broken lots more stuff, but I've fixed nothing. That's what's basically happened. But the tap. Oh my god, I did the tap. I did. I did put a new tap on though. I mean, I did have lots of problems. Yeah, that's when the plumbing went tits up. But anyway, that's how it all started, and that's the poem that basically tells the story of that. Do you remember? I did the poem DIY, Christine. Actually, and I've done it. I did a DIY. You obviously didn't see it. I did one. In fact, where is it? I wonder if I can find it actually, just for a bit of fun. Let's see if I can find that. Did I call it DIY? I wonder. Clearly not. Do it yourself. Surely I would have called it DIY. Do you remember? I definitely did one about DIY. What did I call it? Oh, that's annoying. Did I call it home base? Damn. I'll find that and I'll bring it up again because that was quite funny. Right, it's quiz time, isn't it? It's music quiz time. Let me put a bit of music on while we wait for the. Who's that? Music. While I start the music quiz. Yeah, in those days I used to get dressed up. I mean, I only stopped because I just sort of ran out of. Well, actually, what my favourite was? Freddie Mercury. Do you know what I think my favourite was? Mine was Shakin' Stevens, you know. No, I didn't, Russ. I didn't. No, I can't remember what room was that. It wasn't this room. What room was it? Wasn't this room, was it? What room was that in, Russ? That was. I should know because it's still there, but I'm trying to think. What was it here? Oh no, that's it. I put a poster over it. Put a poster over it, Russ. Yeah, no, I didn't repair it. Put a poster over it, mate. There's a few of them appear, and I think there's a bigger job than even me, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Anyway, what was I talking about? Why did I stop the music quiz then? I stopped it and I can't remember why. Anyway, right, it's music quiz time. You know how it works. I am going to play you 5 tunes. The theme was chosen by Sarah. And I'll play 5 tunes and you've got to tell me. So remember, yeah, it's up there. Hang on. You see the post up there, which is Erin's school picture. There's a fucking great crack under that. It's perfect for that picture. That's it. I was saying, yeah. Dressed up and sing was all right, Alice. I'm not doing it anymore. What are you trying to say? Yeah, I mean, I could, but I was just running out of characters, to be honest. I was running out of gear because I mean, like I was buying the stuff. I've got it here in my house, so I was running out basically. Yeah, but I like Shakin' Stevens. I quite like Stevie. I like Barry White as well, actually. Barry was a lot of fun. Yeah, they're all fun though. They're all a laugh and they're all a giggle. They're just knackering and hot as well. Jesus Christ. Right, what am I doing? Song time. Here we go. So, you know what to do. There's been 5 songs. You can, probably helps, if you know the song, by all means answer that question along the way, but don't answer the theme until I've finished all 5 songs, all right? So, it's all lined up. It's gone. It's not lined up. It's gone. Where's it gone? Why is it gone? Bear with me. It won't be long. What's it gone, though? So here we go. Right, it's coming up. We'll see what the cameo outfit. No, I haven't, Sarah. Do you know, I've no idea where that codpiece has gone, to be honest. I mean, I haven't thrown it away, so it must exist somewhere. So I don't know where that is, actually, to be honest. I really don't. I'd love to do that again. I'd love to. That'd be a lot of fun. But it's impossible. I can't imagine where it is, to be honest. Right, here we go, folks. It's time for the music quiz. So, here we go. Song 1. Song 1.
I hear the ticking of the clock. I'm lying here, the room's pitch dark.
Song 2. Song 3.
Bum, 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 bum.
think you'll struggle with this one.
Tell me what you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to run. When judgment comes for you, when judgment comes for you. Tell me what you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to hide. When judgment comes for you, 'cause it's gonna come for you.
That was 3. Struggle with that. 4. Tune that, to be fair.
Maybe I didn't love you.
Sleep.
Quite as often as I could have. And maybe I didn't.
Wait until 5, Andy. Naughty boy. And you're wrong.
Quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind.
It's really the artist. In order to get the theme, you're going to need the artist, guys. I'll play them again. It's the artist you're going to need for the theme in all cases. Sarah.
I hear the ticking of the clock. I'm lying in the room's bookstore.
Andy French. Oh, okay. So, Oggy's got it. Yes. I thought you'd like that last one, Sarah. Right, so we had Alone, Heart, right? Then we had I Found Love in Fatback Band. The answer's Body Parts, by the way. So Alone, Heart, I Found Love in Fatback Band. 3, this is The Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony. So Bone. 4, Ace of Spades, Motorhead. And 5, always on my mind, Willie Nelson. So you got Body Parts, you got Heart, Back, Bones, Head and Willie. It's a good tune, that.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I should have.
Well, it actually gets me, this song, to be honest. It's a bit, isn't it? It's a bit.
And maybe I didn't treat
Sarah.
quite as good as I should have.
Oh, well. Oh, dear, that was fun. Well done, Oki. Well done, mate. There we go, song, Body Parts, Oki. So Oki got the song, Lee got the film, Christine got the Who Am I? So, guys, we're getting toward the end of the show. It's time now. I've written a little bit more of Pearl, just a little bit for tonight. A little bit. I'll tell you who's not here tonight. Loretta's not here, is she? Tonight. I wonder what Loretta's up to. Right. So, I'll read a little bit of Pearl, then I'm off for the night. I've eaten already, so I'm not going to eat. What am I going to do tonight, actually? As it happens. What's your film, maybe? Right, here we go. So, you may recall, I'll just give you a bit of background. So, Pearl basically has met Bernard, and they're basically in love. They're in love, and long story short, they're getting married. So, here we go. Oh, I've done a bit now. Right, okay. When everything had died down, Pearl and Bernard returned to his flat in the city. He lived in the penthouse suite of a tower block. It was 345 floors and the lift was broken, so he gave her a fireman's carry all the way up. It was a gesture that would prove to have been a stupid one, because Pearl was a right unit, as you may recall, and weighed in at 24 stone. She was shapely, though. A circle springs to mind. Nonetheless, he succeeded in getting them both to the top safely. Once inside, Pearl was impressed with Bernard's flat. It had everything: chairs, tables, a cooker, a TV, and even an electric kettle. In fact, the only thing it didn't have was a kitchen sink, ironically. This was because he lived. Hang on, what's this you saying, Christine? You can pick for your weekend away. You talking about? Pick for your weekend. That was interesting. You can pick from. You know what? Pick what? You talking about? I'll come back to that. This was because he lived on takeaway, so never had to wash up. In fact, he was a gold member of Uber Eats, so got helicopter deliveries to his window. They were both exhausted from the copious shagging, so went to bed shortly after arriving. Pearl cleaned her tooth with the diesel toothbrush she carried around for emergencies, and Bernard had a quick bum wash before turning in. The next morning, Pearl woke up in Bernard's arm. He only had one because he'd lost it in a warehouse fire. In a warehouse. This made him very comfortable to cuddle into, but useless at clapping and hide and seek. In fact, it was due to the accident that he had such a lavish pad. The fire brigade had paid him £35 following the accident, and he pulled it all on black at the local casino 7 times. With his 64 billion quid, he not only bought himself a flat, but also a pot of saffron, electric car, and a year's Sky TV subscription. So he still had a few grand left. They had breakfast delivered. They got a Nando's all-day breakfast, which consisted of chicken rashers, chicken eggs, and chicken beans, with a side of feathers and beet consomme. Pearl couldn't remember being so happy and contented as she picked the feathers out of her tooth. Bernard was happy too, because his life hadn't been all plain sailing. Prior to joining the fire brigade, he'd been a scallywag and a ne'er-do-well. In fact, he was only in the brigade at all because he'd done it as part of his community service order and took a shine to it. But he'd learned his lesson and no longer robbed old ladies of their corsets. He was a looker too, if you don't count 2 arms as essential to aesthetic. His face was a cross between Tom Hardy, Idris Elba, Timmy Mallet and Bruce Forsyth, the Generation Game years. He stood a stately 4'39" and had feet to die for. Pearl had even noticed that he smelt quite nice. He'd fart in his sleep, and it was like imperial leather talc, which brought back memories of her father back home. He didn't smell of it, but he was a coal miner. They chatted over breakfast and made plans for the wedding. Neither were religious, so they agreed to have it in Wetherspoons on a Wednesday. The next thing was to meet families. Pearl explained that finding hers might be a problem, as she hadn't seen them since the Great Fire of Sainsbury's, so they decided to meet his first. Bernard rang them, and they arranged to meet the following Saturday for a family barbecue. Bernard had a large family, they're all very excited, so he rang around, they're all going to attend. He had 23 sisters, 14 brothers, 321 cousins, 75 nephews, 87 nieces, and all the grandparents were still alive. Their garden wasn't big enough for them all, so they decided to knock through next doors on both sides. This was slightly awkward because they weren't invited. Nonetheless, they did it, and the plans were afoot. Pearl was as nervous as a kitten. This was to be an important meeting, and the last thing she wanted to do was stink the place out, so she had a sweat gland transplant and had all of her body hair removed by Tony and Guy, the 2 gay fellows who worked in Freeman Hardy and Willys, which specialised in wax models of Tom Hardy and Morgan Freeman's cocks. Sorry. I'll say that again. But Tony and Guy, the 2 gay fellas who worked in Freeman Hardy and Willys, which specialised in wax models of Tom Hardy and Morgan Freeman's cocks. I wrote it. That's the end of it. It ends there. Cough. Listen, that's me done for the night. I hope you enjoyed the show. And I'll see you not the weekend, because I'm away for the weekend. So maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, but soon. All right. You have wonderful weekends, one and all. And see you soon. And remember, Lee come up with a film. Oki come up with a song theme. And Christine, obviously, a poem for next time. Cheers, guys. Loads of love. See you soon. All right.